Hey guys, this is Steve Jones again. We're continuing through the book of James. We got two more verses here in chapter 1, verses 26 and 27. If anyone among you thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his own heart, this one's religion is useless. Pure and undefiled religion before God and the Father is this, to visit orphans and widows in their trouble, and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. So he starts off talking about if anyone thinks he is religious. So there might be lots of reasons why you think you're religious. You might be a pastor, you might go to church faithfully, you might give, you might tithe, you might be the Pope, you might have the Bible memorized, you might pray a lot. You know, there's all sorts of reasons why you would think you're religious. Well, James, he puts a barometer here on what true and pure and undefiled religion looks like. And it's the barometer that's inspired by God. So we should look at this to be the basis of where we're at with God. He says, and does not bridle his tongue. Bridle is the idea of you're not able to control your tongue. You don't have a mastery over the words that you speak. And we know the power of life and death is in the tongue. So the words you speak, they could breathe life into people, or they could tear down and destroy people. And I've seen this. I've seen this in my own life. I've seen people who were supposedly very religious because of some title they had or some position they had, and they destroyed people with their words. And so that can be totally destructive, and I've seen it. So essentially, James is going to talk a lot about how we speak, the words we say. He's going to cover this in depth in chapter 3, but basically the idea is if you can't control your words, if you find yourself spewing out just venomous things and destructive things into people's lives, then it says your religion, that person's religion is useless. And I've seen it. It's just, you can completely discredit anything that you're doing for God or that you've done for God in an instant. Your ministry, the work that you've done can just be utterly annihilated by your words. Your own words could destroy whatever form of religious status you have, or whatever religion, whatever religiousness you think you have attained by position or practice or whatever. It can just be gone in an instant because you can't control your mouth. And so James makes a pretty heavy, pretty hard statement here. He goes on to explain to us what pure and undefiled religion is. It says, pure and undefiled religion before God and the Father is this, to visit orphans and widows in their trouble and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. So he's talking about this undefiled religion, or a pure form of religion, and he talks about visiting orphans and widows in their distress. And one reason why I think you could say this is pure and this is undefiled is because when you visit orphans and widows, it's really hard for there to be ulterior motives. It's not like they can pay you for their services, or that they have a lot of tithes money to give, or that they can really give you anything worldly in the sense back. If they're orphans, they have nothing. If they're widows caught in distress and in total need, then they have very little to reciprocate in the ideas of monetary value. And we know that greed and money a lot of times are what can corrupt and defile a person's form of religion. So orphans and widows, it's a great ministry, to reaching out to them with the heart of God. God defends the orphans and the widows. He loves those who are fatherless. He's a father to the fatherless, and we have an opportunity to come alongside God in those types of ministries. And it's cool. It's awesome. And the last thing here, he says to keep oneself unspotted from the world. It's so easy to become spotted with the world. We walk around the world and the world splashes up and gets on us. And you can read in John 13 how Jesus is the one who says, you are already clean, my word has made you clean, but it's necessary for me to do this. And he gets down and he washes their feet. How often do we get tainted by the world? Well, every day. If you live in the world has its effect on you, and you become splashed and spotted with the world. Well, to keep yourself unspotted from the world is to continually be getting in the Word. The Word is like cleansing water. It cleanses your heart. It cleanses your soul. It cleanses your mind. It renews you day by day. And so be transformed by the renewing of your mind, it says in Romans 12, so that we need to be washed by God's Word. And I think if we do that on a daily basis and we keep ourselves pure before God, then that washing happens and we can keep ourselves from getting tainted, from getting defiled by the things of the world. And so I encourage you guys, if you don't ever read the Bible, if you don't ever invest in that time, to take time to just truly seek God and seek Him in His Word and let Him wash and cleanse your heart and your mind. That ends chapter 1. I'll probably have some more videos coming out soon going through chapter 2. We love you guys. God bless you guys. Go ahead and hit like if you like the video, comment below, or subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Again, thanks for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.